Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine and doing well. Myself, Alok, your moral science teacher, and I would like to welcome you in today's class. Dear students, in today's class, we are going to begin a new lesson, that is lesson number 7. So, let's begin the class. So, here in this lesson, there is a story. Before the story, a starter of the lesson is given. So what is the starter? It is given here. We continuously receive the bounties of God, but life does not offer only sweetness. We must have our share of pain and sorrow if we are to grow and draw closer to Him. Remembering with gratitude our moments of joy helps us to avoid bitterness in time of difficulty. So what a starter it is saying? The starter it is given that we continuously receive the bounties of God. In our life, we always receiving the bounties of God every day. It is said that God's bounty it is falling us like a rain. Okay. Now it depends up to us that how much part of that blessing we can get. So that only it is given that continuously we are receiving the bounties of God. So many bounties we are receiving of God. But life does not offer us only sweetness. But it does not mean that God is offering us His bounties always continuously. He is pouring us bounties on us. It does not mean that life is very easy. It does not mean that life will offer you only the sweetness. Okay. And sometimes what is happening, we must have our share of pains and sorrow if we are to grow and draw closer to Him. If we want that we should be closer to God. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to take our share of pain and sorrow. How much our share of pain and sorrow is there in our life, we must face the sorrow and pain, whatever is the share of in our life. Not only the happy moment, it means we should enjoy the sad moments also in our life. We must, that what is our share of our pain and sorrow, that we must have to that face. Okay. So here it is given that remembering with gratitude our moments of joy helps us to avoid bitterness in time of difficulty. So what is gratitude? Do you know what is the gratitude? Gratitude. So the gratitude means the state of being grateful. That here it is saying that remembering with gratitude our moments of joy helps us to avoid bitterness in the time of difficulties. Okay. So it means that whenever time of difficulty is that, if you remember with gratitude, with the thankfulness to God, that God you have given me some good moments also, the happy moments also. If you remember those all joyful moments, so what will happen? You can avoid bitterness in the time of difficulties. Whenever time of difficulties or the trouble is coming in your life, what you should do? You should remember the happy moments, joyful moments which you have got. Okay. So you must remember those happy moments, and you can that avoid bitterness of the difficult moment, and you can reduce the bitterness of the difficult moment. So here a story it is given. So by reading that story you can understand this thought very nicely. So here in this there is a story. So I am going to read the story. There once was a just and powerful king who had won the loyalty of his all peoples high and low. What it is saying, that there was a king, okay, who was very powerful and just. Just means what? He was doing justice with everyone. Okay. He was just and powerful king, and who has won the loyalty of all his people. In his kingdom, whatever people were there, whether the people was high or low. High or low means what? Rich or poor, any kind of people, all the people's loyalty he has won. Means he was very just and powerful, that king, and because of that, what happened? He has won the loyalty of all his people, whether the people is high or low in his kingdom. And his court was filled with the most accomplished individuals in the kingdom. In the kingdom, what happened? That his court was filled with most accomplished. Most accomplished. What is the meaning of accomplished? Accomplished means that effected, or the showing skills, means skillful persons was there. So many, his court was filled with a skillful person, or the effective persons who was very good in their fields. Okay, so this, it means, it is saying that his court was filled with accomplished individuals in the kingdom. Yet his favorite was a servant who had admitted him selflessly for many years. But although his kingdom, his court was filled with so many great people, so many skillful people, but although that it was filled, but the king's favorite was that one servant who had admitted him selflessly for many years. For many years, who had been serving him selflessly without any selfish desire. The other members of the court were envious of this humble man, and took every opportunity to convince the king that he was not sincere in his devotion. What is happening? That his favorite was one servant, means who had been serving him for many years selflessly. So the other members of the court, so many members were there in the court, so other members of the court were envious. What is the meaning of envious? Meaning of envious means feeling of envy, or jealousy. Okay, they were jealous with that servant. So all the people who were living in that court, they were envious of that humble man, and took every opportunity to convince the king that he was not sincere in his devotion. Whenever they were getting the opportunity, they used to convince the king that that servant is not sincere in his devotion. But the king knew his servant too well to ever doubt him. But the king was knowing that his servant very nicely, was not having any doubt on him. Okay. Now the next paragraph, it is explained here that one day what happened? One day when the king was enjoying a great feast, he called his loyal servant to his presence and offered him a delicious looking piece of melon. Then what happened? One day when the king, he was enjoying a great feast, so that time he called the loyal servant, that whom he liked most. Okay, so that servant he called in his presence and offered him a delicious looking piece of melon. A melon was there, and it was looking so delicious and sweet. So that piece of melon he offered his loyal servant. The servant ate it with enjoyment. Okay, the servant, what happened? He ate that watermelon with enjoyment. The king offered him another and another, until nearly the whole melon has disappeared. Means the king, he offered first one piece, then another piece, then another piece, and then another piece, till that about whole melon was disappeared. Means now only few slices was left in that melon, and almost whole melon was eaten by that servant. Okay, so what happened? Seeing the pleasure with which the servant ate the melon, the king decided to taste it. Means that servant, he was eating that melon very joyfully, very in happy manner. So by seeing that this gratitude, what happened? The king also decided, by seeing the pleasure with which the servant ate the melon, the king also decided to taste it. He thought that maybe this melon is so tasty and so delicious, because of that servant is eating very nicely with enjoyful manner. So because of that, he decided to taste it. His eyes opened in surprise when he found it bitter and disagreeable. Disagreeable. So what happened? With his surprise, he opened his eyes with surprise, and when he found that the melon was not sweet, it was bitter and disagreeable. Means it is not in disagreeable means not agreeable. It was not, nobody can eat that. Okay, it was too so bitter. Then why this is very bitter? How could you eat it with such a joy? He asked. King, he said that why this is so bitter? This watermelon is looking so delicious, but why it is so bitter? How could you eat it with such a joy? He asked. He asked to his servant that how could you eat this melon with so much in joy manner? Okay. So then the servant he replied, you have brought so much sweetness to your kingdom with your justice and compassion. He said that your majesty, you have brought so much sweetness in this kingdom with your justice and compassion, because you are so just and compassionate person, with your just and with compassion. What is the meaning of compassion? Meaning of compassion is that deep awareness of suffering of another people. Okay, the king was compassionate person, so he was very just and compassionate person. So because of that, the servant he said that you are dear sir, means like your majesty, you have brought that so much sweetness in this kingdom with your justice and compassion. Okay, that's why I thought one bitter melon was not worth mentioning. So you have brought so much sweetness in our kingdom. So this one bitter that melon is worth not mentioning. Means we should not mention that you have given so many good things to us. So I have accepted all the things. So for the bitter things, why I should complain you? Okay, bitter melon was not worth mentioning. So because of that, he has not mentioned. So once again it was proved that the servant's sincerity could not be questioned. Okay, so everyone now, it once again it was proved in that kingdom that servants loyalty cannot be questioned. Means everyone can trust him. Okay, so this is a story, but what is the moral of this story? The moral of this story is that, like how you have seen in this story, that servant he has accepted that bitter watermelon happily. In the same manner, what is happening? God is giving us so many things. Sometimes the happy moments and sometimes sad moments. When He is giving the bounties, when He is pouring us bounties, He is giving so many good things. That time we are not complaining to God. But when we get the sorrow, as soon as we get the sorrow, we start complaining to God. What are you doing with me, God? You are not listening. I'm having no belief now on you. Okay, so we start cursing God. So it should not be there. Okay, if when we are accepting the good things, the happy moments easily without any complaint, so do you say any times that why I am getting this happiness? Why you are not giving to other people? Do you say like that any time? No, we don't say like that. So why, if when any difficult moment or sorrow moment when we get in our lives, so why you will complain to God? Why you should say that? You should accept that the sad moments also, whether the happy moment is there or sad moments, we must accept it. Okay, and we should bear our share of our whatever our sorrow and difficulties are of our share is, that we must bear it. Okay, so that it is the moral of this story, and we should not become so sad when we are getting any sad moment. Okay, so this is the moral of this story. Now further we are moving to the question and answer. Now the first question, it is given, what were some of the qualities of the king in the story? The answer is, The king was just, powerful, and loyal to his people. Means three qualities here it is mentioned. Just means having just doing justice, powerful and loyal to his people. Question number 2. What kind of people filled the king's court? What kind of people filled the king's court? The answer is the king's court was filled with the most accomplished individuals. Now the next question, question number 3. Whom did the king favor most? The answer is the king favored one of his servants the most. Question number 4. Why do you think the king favored this servant? The answer is the king favored that servant because he has attended the king selflessly for many years. Question number 5. How did the other members of the court feel about the servant? The answer is the other members of the court were envious about the servant and took every opportunity to convince the king that he was not sincere in his devotion. Question number 6. Of what did they try to convince the king? The answer is they tried to convince the king that the servant was not sincere in his devotion. Question number 7. What did the king offer to his servant during the feast? The answer is the king offered his servant a delicious looking piece of melon. Question number 8. What did the king discover when he tasted the melon? The answer is when the king tasted the melon, then he discovered that melon was bitter and disagreeable. Okay, and this is the last question, question number 9. Why could the servant eat the bitter melon with such a joy? The answer is the servant could eat the bitter melon with such joy because of king's justice and compassion. So this is the answers. Now we have completed all question answer. Now coming to the home assignment. Today's home assignment is that read lesson 7 nicely and try to understand. Next homework is complete the question and answer of lesson 7 in your book and learn nicely. Okay, so this is homework for today's class. Okay, see you in the next class now. Now we are going to end the class. Thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for listening me so patiently. Now bye. Have a nice day. Thank you students.